the Ryder Cup is a curious event because the last day, particularly down the years, it can produce the most incredible drama that you get anywhere in any sporting event. But it's also a festival of bullshit and eejitry. Like, it really, you're just bombarded with it all the time. And sometimes that can be a huge turn-off. And it's also a very interesting event because the most self-obsessed sports people are golfers, from what I can see.
By God, are you lucky that Joe Malloy is off tonight?
Absolutely, but well, Joe argues that Jordan Spieth is the most fascinating personality in world sport, which is an interesting one. But
Joe said the other night his hero was Steve Stricker, and I nearly choked on my own scorn.
But it is interesting because it forces them to not to try and step out of their egos, because they are self-obsessed. They just, they go into the minutiae of everything in their lives all the time, in their game, etc. But it's funny, just egos often decided then in the end. Like, the American egos took over, or they didn't buy into the team ethos in the ways that they often haven't bought into it. And they looked miserable. A lot of them looked like they didn't want to be there.
Well, that's because they didn't have the red, white and blue goldfish swimming around in their team room.
Yeah, like, that obviously makes a massive difference. But it's odd as well because, I think it coloured my view of it this weekend, because on Thursday I watched about 7 or 8 hours of the Brett Kavanaugh hearing in the US, and I watched a couple of hours on Friday. So I was pretty sick of frat boys by the weekend. And then last night I'm looking at footage of Mickelson and Bubba Watson. One of them had a paper cup balance in the head. I think Bubba Watson had a paper cup balance in the head, and Mickelson was kicking it off with high kicks while both wearing stars and striped trousers. And I thought, no, this isn't for me.
As an actual competition, this is like, and this is what it boils down to. I think a lot of casual viewers of it, they're left cold by the lead into it, and they're left cold by all the brouhaha that surrounds it.
Yeah.
But when it gets down to the actual competition across the 3 days, it's something tangible that they can buy into, because there's a team ethos around what is essentially an individual sport. There's one continent being pitted against a giant country, and you can kind of get to the crux of the matter. But it's the building up of it and everything else around it I find very difficult.
Yeah, there's too much of a hard sell. It reminds me of the Lions. Like, if you're signed up to the Lions, the British and Irish Lions email list, you get emails from about 2.5 years out of a tour, and you get them on a regular basis. And there's a real hard sell. And there's a real hard sell with the Ryder Cup as well. Like, Minister Dominic Ross was over, I believe, in Paris, trying to...
That's the real reason we won.
Yeah, but he's trying to get the Ryder Cup back here for 2024, I think was what was mentioned. And you can imagine if it comes here, if that call is made, imagine the hype. It's going to go 4 or 5 years. You will be absolutely sick of it by the time it happens. But when it does happen, it could be great, because it often is great as great sport. And the celebrations weren't fake yesterday on the European side. I think that when players do buy in, it means a huge amount to them when they do win. But there are just stuff around it. Like, a lot of the supporters are hard to deal with.
You weren't necessarily dressed up as Banana Man in an effort to get your blue and yellow out there. As I think I saw 4 or 5 lads together in one, and just generally dressed up as the European flag or the American flag. Wasn't to your taste.
It wouldn't have been mine, no.
You're not going to stand there topless on the 18th green with the European banner across your chest painted entirely blue, no?
And shouting at Rory that he can't put. And he bellows, yes, I can, and then he doesn't put after that.
Yeah, he's like, yes, I can, on one hole, and then subsequent 11, he'll just kind of be like, oh, God, you're right, actually, yeah. I wonder, did he go back and offer an apology to the guy who shouted it at some point across the day?